Hey, Sandy from The View. Is this what you mean?
What is wrong with this country that they would choose a message of divisiveness, of xenophobia, of racism, of misogyny over a message of inclusiveness, a message for the people, by the people, of the people? That is what the problem is. It's the Republican Party.
But
and what's wrong with America?
Something?
I don't like white people.
Why not?
I just don't.
For no reason?
Yeah, for no reason.
Is Ye crazy?
Who?
Kanye.
I love Kanye.
He sold a shirt that said White Lives Matter.
Oh, Kanye.
I don't like white people.
If you want to build generational wealth as an African-American woman, and we are the most educated demographic in the country, then it's hard to marry a bus driver.
He's dated black women before, like the woman he always showed up with on the red carpet thing. She was a fine model right before his current wife.
It just ends up happening. You clicked. Yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but he was very funny and he had a really good personality.
I said, name 5 white people in American history who fought against racism and slavery. And I want y'all to think about that, because have there been 5 people? Yes. Way more than 5. Thousands. And I would ask you as a follow-up question, why can't you name them then? Because if we are to live in a society that is supposed to be anti-racist, meaning something that we create that benefits all people, not someone more than others, then we should know about people who have been fighting for years and years and years. We should know about Reverend Bruce Clunder, who was a white guy who was protesting school segregation in Ohio, and Ohio is considered the North. He laid his body down in front of a bulldozer in the night.
Some black lady made a post that says, white people, how does it feel to be white? Okay, well, this is how it feels to be white. Imagine being a race that you're not allowed to be proud of. If I put up that I'm proud to be white, people would comment that I'm the most racist person in the world. All right, imagine being blamed for something that you were never a part of. Okay, so also, on top of that, imagine that you can't get a job now because of the color of your skin. Like, literally, they tell you that we are not hiring any white people right now. We need more people of ethnicity here. Huh. Imagine being straight and white and Christian. You're like the triple threat of hatred. Imagine being told that you have an ideology that you don't have. Like, just because you're white, you're racist. So that's what it's like to be white.
I am not less than you because you are white. I don't need you to look at me and feel bad for me because of the color of my skin. And that's effectively what you're doing every time you take an application. You say, oh, well, this girl's black, so I kind of feel bad for her, so I'm going to put her at the top of a line. It's just not necessary. You are basically saying that black Americans cannot do it on their own.
I'm of mixed background. What am I supposed to mark on an application? Am I supposed to mark multiple boxes?
Mark black.
That's a terrible thing to tell someone to do.
Well, it's the truth because you believe in affirmative action. So I said, mark black. I'm in an interracial relationship, so I can speak to this. I have a son that's half white and a son that's half black and a daughter that's half white and half black. Okay. They're going to mark black because I know that there are people like you at the universities who will say, well, because this person is black, I'm just going to let them in.
No, they're going to mark black because they're black.
Well, they're half black and half white. They're both. Yes. What are you going to look at that applicant as, a little bit less because they're half white? How do you guys figure that out?
Holistically, across a number of different factors.
I love me a buzzword. Holistically and racial consciousness.
Oh, yeah? Reverse discrimination is a buzzword.
It's not reverse discrimination. It's just discrimination. It's just racism if you're judging people on the basis of their skin. If you're wondering whether or not it's racist and you read a headline, just switch the race that they're talking about. And if it's race, if it sounds bad to you, I'll give you an example. During the 2016 election, like the lead up to Trump going to office, BuzzFeed was out of control. I swear it was BuzzFeed. They wrote a headline that said, white people just need to shut up. And I went, I couldn't imagine waking up and reading a headline that just said, black people need to just shut up. It would be absurd. It's unimaginable. You would go, this would never exist. They would burn down BuzzFeed. They would be protesters out there tomorrow. Literally, they would burn down BuzzFeed. And yet, it was totally fine to be openly and flagrantly racist toward white people. Like, especially after George Floyd died, you could say anything about a white person. You could threaten to kill white people. And people don't understand. They go, well, reverse racism doesn't exist. You're correct. Reverse racism does not exist. It's just racism.
What can she not do in America that a white person can do? What opportunity? You served in the military. You've made good choices. You're getting rewarded for them. You're going to live in the American middle class. What privilege do I have that you don't have that is based on skin color, not on wealth or socioeconomic status. Please.
On a day of school, they're meant to go around the classroom. If you have white skin, you're supposed to tell them why you feel guilty about having white skin. This is in New York City, by the way. Why you feel guilty that your skin is white. I cannot comprehend that. That's incomprehensible to me because when I was growing up, we never talked about color because we didn't see it. What they're trying to do is systematically program children to see color because they want them to eventually become activists and they want them to hate one another. They see an opportunity in division. If you can teach them to be divided young, then you can turn them into activists and angry people that become Antifa marchers when they're older.
CRT believes in one manifestation of its ideology is black-only dormitories. So white people are not allowed. Do you believe in black-only dormitories?
No, and I don't have to agree with
No,
every
you're
aspect
being
of an
fair.
ideology
Fine.
to argue for it.
So then what part of CRT do you like? Because they call whiteness a toxin, black-only dormitories, and if you want to talk about like ideological or intellectual sloppiness, the 1619 Project was...
I think it's very sloppy.
Okay, we agree. Nicole Hannah-Jones.
I think it's overstated, and
Okay.
I think some of
You're
parts
being
are
fair.
inaccurate.
Okay, good.
Critical race theory.
Bullshit. All it does is imbue more racism.
You heard about they took down another Confederate statue the other day.
I haven't kept up on those. It doesn't surprise me at all.
Can you imagine if your culture's history was completely eradicated?
Let me put it this way.
Is this the inclusiveness that you dreamed of, that you always thought it would be? Or maybe is this why most of America voted the other way?